The world today moves on data. It has become a ubiquitous commodity. But the value of data lies in its refinement in the form of analytics. Analytics is the new oil. Data and analytics are driving the fourth industrial age, and geospatial infrastructure provides the platform for technology innovation and disruptive business models and serves as embedded function within the digital and knowledge economy. Geospatial is the foundation of digital infrastructure, embracing automation, artificial intelligence, data interoperability, cloud computing, and big data analytics. At the core of this revolution lies digital twin. A digital twin is a virtual representation of a physical asset and processes that has capability to collect, simulate, and analyze data from multiple sources in real time. Everything happens somewhere at some time. Therefore, positioning, navigation, and timing serves as the bottom of the digital twin pyramid, adding geographical context and locational dynamics to data ecosystem and digital models. The geospatial knowledge infrastructure empowers analytics-oriented applications by integrating spatial dimension to business processes and workflows across governance, security, businesses, and citizen services via ever-evolving real-time interactive platforms such as X as a service. It enhances cost-effectiveness, efficiency, productivity, and compliance. As the world moves towards a circular economy, digital twin concretizes and connects seemingly disconnected technologies into real-world business needs, optimizing development projects, building resilience, and reducing costs. Integrated Geospatial Information Framework guides development, integration, and maximization of knowledge management and resources while serving as the basis to implement and monitor sustainable development. As we enter the endemic stage of COVID-19, let's acknowledge that penetration of digitalization has enhanced value and relevance of geospatial profession manifold in the past 2 years. So is its market and public policy interface that has been enabling and compelling the overall transformation of the geospatial agencies and commercial companies. The collective geospatial community is uniquely placed at the center of this transition. Join the conversation. Be the change maker today.
Good morning. I'm Sanjay Kumar, CEO of Geospatial World. First of all, I would like to congratulate each one of you for being resilient throughout this pandemic phase. Well, I believe that we are in endemic and leaving pandemic behind. But let's see what happened in the last 2 years and how we as a community made big difference and contributions in managing that situation, whatever we encountered suddenly. We lost some of our colleagues around the world, friends, family members. We pray for their soul to be finding peace in heaven. It's something which is very close to at least my heart, that I feel very emotional. At the same time, very positive that we are re-beginning the human connect today. And in this re-beginning, I want to congratulate and thank each one of you for being here with us this morning. So I want to give a round of applause to each one of you. Well, a lot has gone in the last 2 years, but what's central to our humanity is sustainability. And it's going to be back on center again, though during pandemic, we saw our international institutions and international cooperation was at the lowest in its spirits. We were all trying to save whatever we have at whatever location. In the process, we also saw widening gaps in terms of the economies, in terms of the living standards, in terms of the health infrastructure, service to the humanity. Those were testing times, and we are just beginning to test ourselves again, that how we as a global community work towards rebuilding this humanity and this world. Of course, I don't think that we have much of choices to keep away from sustainable development or sustainable economies. We have to put our acts together, and that's why the theme of this conference is geospatial infrastructure and digital twins and its combined value for circular economy. There are a lot of positives too. The positive is this, that world recognized the value of geospatial information in description of the situation, understanding of the situation, modeling of the situation, and then predicting and prescribing how to deal with. Be it political leadership, economic leadership, business leadership, or social leadership, we saw regular acknowledgement of the work our profession does all around the world. In the process, we as a community are transforming. We as a community are interfacing more and more with the public policies and the market. And these are great, great takeaways, because this is very good field factor for our community. So we have seen a lot going on in the field of public policies. Search, look at United States, UK, Holland, India, many places you'll see new public policies coming up. And you'll also be very happy to note that geospatial industry is the one industry which grew almost 20% in last 2 years. And that growth is a kind of indication that we as a community has been making big impact. We are doing a lot of market research, and we are very confident with this data, which I'm sharing with you, and detail will come in January. So we started this conference as a pre-conference on GKI training, and one of the things which came up very, very strongly is aligning ourselves with national, regional, and global development goals. We need to find, as a community, a place on the table where we are discussing about global development agenda. We are discussing about world trade. We are discussing about economy, society, and environment. And I think we should leverage this feel-good factor to actually find places. I would urge each one of you to make your own way, navigate yourself, find chair in those decision-making tables, and start talking about our value and our impact. With this, I would like to once again congratulate you all and welcome to the city of Zaanstad. And to support that and augment that thought, let me invite the Deputy Mayor of Zaanstad, Ms. Annette Baerveldt. Please come on the stage.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Zaanstad. And a very warm welcome to this Geospatial World Forum with participants from more than 60 countries all over the world. To everyone here in person and everyone following this conference online, it's an honor to welcome you on our beautiful municipality. We, Zaankanters, are not ones to blow our own trumpet, but we are very proud of our region. It's a wonderful place to live and to visit. Our green polder landscape is ideal for cycling and walking. We have all kinds of historical monuments to admire, from the little greenhouses so typical of the Zaan region to large factory buildings with their own rich history. You can enjoy the River Zaan, which connects the city of Zaandam with all the surrounding villages. And together they make the city of Zaanstad. The river runs like a lifeline through our municipality and has played a crucial role in the development of this area. Zaanstad was not conceived on a drawing board. This city was made by our ancestors, who built their houses along the banks of the Zaan, by the men who took the high seas on whaling expeditions that sometimes lasted weeks, by the girls who worked for Verkade and made the most delicious biscuits in the world, by the people who worked in the sawmills and became part of world's first industrial powerhouse. And then there is the place where we are gathered today, the area we call Hembrug, a site where ammunition used to be made. It's a place of a great cultural and historical value. Covering a good 40 hectares, it's home to no less than 125 industrial buildings, many of which have listed status. On one side, Hembrug looks towards the Zaan region, and on the other towards Amsterdam. A jewel at the intersection between two worlds, one we are working hard to develop. A vibrant meeting place with creative and innovative companies, studios and craft workshops, with restaurants, cafes, terraces. A place to host events that attract visitors from across the Amsterdam metropolitan region and beyond. Events like this Geospatial World Forum. After all, I don't think you have come all this way to hear me sing the praises of the Zaan region. You are here to exchange knowledge and ideas on geo-information and data usage, a field of huge importance to everyone, including the municipality of Zaanstad. We live in an age where data is becoming ever more important for companies, but also for governments. Every day we spend taxpayers' money here, and our goal is to spend it as effectively as possible. To do everything we can do to turn the dreams of our residents and our business into reality. Data can be a great help when it comes to using our resource wisely. And although we have only just begun, we have already seen the benefits of a data-based approach. Those benefits are numerous. We can use geoinformation and data to shape solutions that will maximize mobility, improve housing, make projects more sustainable, and ensure that our city is a beautiful, safe, green and great place to live. In Zaanstad we use the Zaan Atlas, a digital repository of the information at our disposal. It's a resource for all kinds of geographical information, and every employee in Zaanstad can use it. Some of our employees use it in their work on a daily basis. For example, they search for information on neighborhoods and districts, on buildings, but also on social amenities, land registry and topography. It enables us to obtain spatial information quickly and efficiently. It helps us to manage our public spaces, our roads, our green areas, our street lighting. It provides us invaluable support as we make decisions, draw up spatial plans, share information with local residents, and analyze data. The Zaan Atlas is our treasure trove of geoinformation. We may only just be starting out, but we are definitely on our way to adopting a data-driven approach. By being data-driven, we can focus more clearly on which problems need solving and where the best opportunities for improvement lie. Data is like a flashlight and a magnifying glass combined. It reveals all kinds of things about your city. It helps you work out with interventions make the most sense. In Zaanstad, we have launched a host of pilot projects in a range of areas. Our aim being to find specific and conclusive proofs of the value of data-driven strategy. Our prime example of this approach, and one that is highly relevant to the Zaan region, concerns the foundation of many of our homes. In Zaanstad, the foundation piles beneath many of our buildings are made of wood and don't go deep enough. Pine in particular is vulnerable to bacterial damage. This eats away at the bearing capacity of the foundations and results in structural damage. Unless the foundations can be repaired, buildings will literally collapse. In Zaanstad, our data in this field is bang up to date, and that enables us to describe and diagnose the problems we face. With data as our starting point, we are able to develop a predictive model, one that enables us to anticipate future foundation problems in Zaanstad. These predictions are very precise and extend far into the future. We can now enter an address into our system and predict with 95% certainty whether the house will have problems with its foundations. This helps us advise property owners, or from our own residents of course, about the nature and the time frame of any action they may need to take. Only 10 years ago, houses subsided without warning and life-threatening situations arose. But now we are able to help our residents proactively, and all thanks to data. Of course, working with data brings issues of its own, not least how to safeguard people's privacy and concerns about linking up different data sources. We have already discovered the great potential of descriptive analysis and diagnostic analysis. The next major step is prediction. And the municipality of Zaanstad, other municipalities and the whole public sector have a world to win when it comes to the effective use of descriptive and diagnostic analysis. The challenge is to be clear you stand on each time, identify any shortcomings in analysis currently being used, and then work towards the next level of analysis. For example, we found shortcomings in our descriptive analysis for the house building sector, and so that became our starting point. But when we looked at foundations, we discovered the descriptive and diagnosis analysis were operating effectively, and so we were able to start working on predictive analysis. This is how we are taking our first steps in Zaanstad. And we are delighted that you, with all your specialist knowledge, have come here to innovate. A number of Zaanstad employees are here today, so I'm convinced that we will reap the benefits of your discussions. I wish each and every one of you, here in Zaanstad and online, an exceptional, educational and inspiring conference. It only remains me to thank the Geospatial World Forum and in particular CEO Sanjay Kumar for choosing Zaanstad. Enjoy the conference and all of the good things our region has to offer. Thank you very much for your kind attention. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.